Which will come first? Is it the taxation that will come first, or
no? It's all in the bundle called fiscal federalism, because when you remove this sharing, the governments will look inward, and they will go for the soul of every nation, which is taxation.
I'm looking
ahead because this fiscal federalism has taken over.
But it's the basic thing that's killing this country.
Now let's see another issue, which is the 5-year single term for elected officials. You think that can also help in
I don't have a problem with
strengthening our democracy?
I don't have a problem with that. At least you don't have to contest 2 sets of elections. A lot of money goes there, violence, bloodshed, and all that. So we limit the number of elections we contest for a particular government. I don't also have a problem with the 2 tenures that they do. When we sit down, anyone the country feels is better for it will go. I don't have a problem. But there are certain things that are given in these things. Let the people decide which way they want to flow.
Since you've gone back to that issue of fiscal federalism, does that also imply that you're in support of state police?
Yeah, I think I support state police because we have a federal system of government. Don't forget.
You think we're ripe enough for it?
We are. We have a federal system of government. Look, let's put it this way. It's either you're not doing it or you're doing it. For goodness sake, call it a unitary system of government. Then let's know we have a unitary system. You can't call it federalism and you're not practicing federalism. Every state should have its security. The governor is the chief security officer in name. He doesn't control anything. That's wrong. The mentality is a hangover from the military rule where everything was centralized. The command structure of the military. We are yet to get out of it. It's the command structure of the military that is still holding us. Every state should have state police. And then you have the federal government. The state police have their limits. They don't arrest you on federal routes, federal establishment, or federal laws are done by the federal agents. You divide it. There are ways. It's all about sitting down. If we sit down, we can work out. There are experts who will tell us how to checkmate their powers. The federal people coming here is done in some other countries. There are some things, for instance, I am in court. This is an aside. I'm in court in Port Harcourt because one of these agencies tried to impound my car on a federal road. And I said, no, you don't have that right. You don't have that right.
But you know the right because you're a lawyer, right?
Fine. So if we divide it, state police can work within the confines of law agreed to by the parties. It will help us to stop this insecurity in the country, to checkmate it. Even though this insecurity can be traced again to lack of fiscal federalism. That's a different issue. We can trace it there. We can trace it there.
You know, Mr. Oyi, what I'm actually interested in is which will come first. Because here we are, I mean, as a people, are you saying that all of this job can be done with this constitutional review, amendment, overhaul, whichever word you decide to use, or we still have to go through the long route of electing people, a constituent assembly who will actually sit down and draft us a new constitution?
Thank you. From what you have said, the answer is even clear. Instead of us to just do ad hoc, let's do the whole thing once and for all. It is better to sit down and do the job. I think we are better off with us electing constituents, constituent assembly people or whatever, to remake and bring us an autochthonous constitution. Nigeria needs an autochthonous constitution.
The question is, what is the guarantee that the level of participation in that one will be as general as you want it to be?
It will, because people will send representatives.
Who are the people? The people who are not interested in what goes on in the center now? You said that, you know, maybe if the middle class were taxed, if people pay tax, they'll be a little more interested in their government. The question will be, which should come first? This review in such a way that fiscal federalism is addressed and people are a little more aware because now they have to pay taxes, or this electing a constituent assembly to do an overhaul that at the end of the day might still not be as participatory as you want it to be.
No, let us do the constitution first. Let's get the organic law first. Let's get it in order. That should come first.